everyone, and Happy New Year to you, Jen.
And to you, Chef, too, and to all of our viewers. And you know, Chef, I just love New Year's because it's so full of possibilities. You can kind of wipe that slate clean and start with a whole new list of resolutions, right?
Exactly. Welcome to Come Dine with me, Western New York. You know, Jen, our producers tell us that our viewership really has ramped up this year. Have you noticed that as well?
I have. People
Yeah.
are talking, you know, whether it's Canadians or people from the United States, I'm hearing it both ways. And I think it's the power of social media and YouTube, don't you?
YouTube, our YouTube channel out there, and I get approached too once in a while. And they're like, you're the chef
I know
from
you.
yeah.
And you know
and
what?
you know,
I think
that's cool. That's cool. And if people see the show, hopefully cook some of the recipes, gets ideas about the restaurants to visit.
I think it's our relevant content because it answers that question that everyone has. What am I going to make for dinner tonight?
There you go.
I mean, everybody has
There you
that.
go.
And you know, as we move into the new year, we just want to say thank you so much for inviting us into your living rooms every Sunday morning.
Or inviting us to your laptop screen throughout the week.
Well, however you catch us, it doesn't really matter.
Jan, the big day, big game day today. We playing the Jets. Back in September, we might have kind of remember that, but
we
you know
don't wanna
what?
remember that,
You know
no.
what? It's a new year, and
Right, new possibilities.
Exactly. So
What do you think?
I think we're gonna make it.
I think so. I think it's going to be tough though because it's going to be on the Jets' home turf.
Right.
But I think that the adrenaline is going to be kicking, and I think their team is going to
You
really
know,
want to win it for Coach Rex Ryan.
I was
don't
gonna
you?
say he used to be the coach there as well, so he definitely has a little bit of an in there.
Payback,
so,
right,
yeah.
exactly. So I'm saying it's going to be a win. And you know what? We could talk about the Bills all day, right? Yes, because we just love them so much. But right now, let's head to our studio kitchen at Artisan Kitchens and Baths because Chef Marco Shortino is going to get us going.
Happy New Year, Marco.
Happy New Year, guys. And after a night like last night, New Year's Eve is always a party night, and you got guests coming over. You want to make it as simple as possible. I have this super elegant, super easy appetizer that you guys can put on the table for your guests when they come over. So we're going to make a franchise. All we're going to do is take the artichokes, put them in the egg dip, cook them in some olive oil. We're going to do a lemon caper butter with the shrimp. It's going to be out of this world. So let's get started. We got our eggs whisked, and we got our artichokes out of the can and drained off. All I'm going to do is take my knife and just give it a little tap down. Not hard, because they are pretty fragile. I'm just going to set them into the egg. We just want to break that little bit of toughness that it has. So we got our artichokes dipped, soaking in our eggs. We're going to take our shrimp that are peeled, deveined, tail off. We're going to butterfly them right down the middle just to give it, so when they do cook, they open up and they look really elegant. So after we cut all our shrimp, I'm going to go over, I'm going to wash my knife. We're going to cut a lemon and some onion. I'm going to julienne this. Now this is going to be for our caper butter sauce. Leave this off to the side. Some fresh parsley. Now the parsley is so fragrant, it's going to add a little bit of extra taste to our sauce. So our pan is heated up. We're going to add a little olive oil to it. And we're going to take our artichokes that we squished down a little bit. I use that food terminology, squished down a little bit, but we soaked them in the eggs, and now we're going to pan sear them on both sides, probably about 2.5, 3 minutes on each side. So our artichokes are browning on one side. We're going to season the other side of the artichoke. So that when we flip it over, the seasoning stays right with the artichoke itself. So I'm using a little bit of salt and pepper. This pan, we're going to get started. Just a touch of oil. We're going to throw in our onion. And we're going to add our shrimp. Now the shrimp cook really, really quick. Who doesn't love shrimp New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, correct? So while these are cooking, we're going to add some capers to it. And I took it out of the juice because if you add the juice to the capers, it's going to get really salty. Our artichokes are browning on this side. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? And they smell so good too. It's almost like a frittata. So you can get a look at these shrimp, how I butterflied them. Now they're opening up, getting real elegant. They smell great. They smell like the sea, which is awesome. We're going to add a little white wine to it. We glaze our pan. Let this continue to cook. A little grated Romano cheese. So now you look at our shrimp turning pink and curling up, you know they're cooking all the way through. I'm gonna add some whole butter to it. Now the whole butter is gonna give us our creaminess, our nice sauce. Take our artichokes out. So if you had too much New Year's Eve last night, this dish is really easy. People think you were up all night making it. Our fresh parsley right at the end. A nice stir. Shrimp, the artichokes, the lemon, the capers smell so good. Man, if I'm making dishes like this for you on New Year's Day, can't imagine what the rest of the year is gonna bring. Happy New Year. Come dine with me, Western New York. I'm Chef Marco.
Lockport's favorite restaurant and meeting place, the Village Eatery Italian Bistro serves the finest pizza, pasta, chicken, veal, and seafood. Our famous Friday night fish fry, homemade Italian bread, and old world sauce have kept Western New Yorkers coming back for over 35 years. Check out our vast wine selection and visit the Bistro Bar for a signature martini. For really great Italian-American food, it's the Village Eatery Italian Bistro.
For all your duplication needs, call our courteous and professional staff. Key Video is ready to go to work for you.
Come in for a great time at Alton's. Our extensive menu will surely satisfy everyone. Start your day off with farm fresh eggs, a hearty omelet, or a delicious Belgian waffle. Our famous chicken souvlaki is made fresh to order, as well as all of our mouth-watering burgers, sandwiches, and melts. Try our tempting portobello strip steak topped with balsamic mushrooms, caramelized onions, and melted Asiago cheese, or our shrimp fettuccine with a rich lobster cream sauce. No matter what you choose, you can never go wrong. Alton's, all good.
Welcome back to Come Dine With Me, Western New York, sponsored in part by Artisan Kitchen and Bath and Ventura's Car Star Collision. Coming up, it's our kitchen invasion. And then you and I were working together on a great New Year's Day dessert, or any time of the year really for that matter.
But first, if you're having guests over this evening or this afternoon, here is a very festive holiday drink idea, and you really need to have one of these that I'm sure they're going to enjoy. It's courtesy of our friends at the very hip, trendy Savoy on Elmwood.
Welcome to Savoy. Today we are presenting the Antoinette. The Antoinette is the perfect celebratory cocktail, whether it be for ringing in the new year or toasting to any other special occasion. The ingredients in the Antoinette are gin, Campari, Saint Germain, lemon juice, sparkling wine, and the drink is to be garnished with the mint spring and orange. In your mixing glass, add 1.5 ounces of gin, a half ounce of Campari, 1 ounce of Saint Germain, and 1/2 ounce of lemon juice. Next, add ice and shake vigorously. Using a Hawthorne strainer, strain into your flute glass. Next, top with sparkling wine. Now it's time to garnish the Antoinette. First, we'll flame an orange peel to extract the orange oils. Finally, take your mint spring and slap it to wake it up. This will bring freshness to your drink. And there you have the Antoinette. From all of us here at Savoy, we would like to wish you and yours a happy new year. So here's to you.
I was working with a lady at my previous employer, and her daughter was into horses. And my daughter growing up, I thought, hey, it would be kind of neat to get a horse.
We were out to dinner one day and he just sprung on me, I think I'd like to buy a horse farm. And it totally caught me off guard because I didn't see it coming.
And I kind of presented it to her and say, you know, I'm kind of tired of what I'm doing and I'd like to try this venture.
We probably spent about 6 months really, investigating it, investigating different properties, and we finally decided to do it, give it a shot.
My daughter, if she could be out there all day long, she would be out there all day long. My son, he's not too thrilled with it anymore because he has to do work when he goes out there.
I really don't like going out there, but when I am forced to, she is always with her friends, and I have to do most of the work that she's supposed to be doing.
Most of the time I'm riding, but sometimes they have me work.
Well, we had been thinking about remodeling, but kept putting it off. The thought of it was so overwhelming. We decided to go to Artisan, and Julie made it so easy.
We just wanted a bigger kitchen. It was a kitchen/dining room, and we never used the dining room besides storage of junk. So we really wanted it to be more functional.
What I like most about the kitchen is the Allison drawer because it has popsicles and ice cream, and I love popsicles and ice cream, and sometimes I can sneak one without my mom or dad knowing.
You open the door. Come on, guys. This is crazy.
Busy as I have been in my career, we just haven't had a lot of time to really devote to cooking.
Today we made something really cool for the parents on the go with those busy kids. Cheeseburger, egg roll. Great appetizer, great quick lunch. It's simple.
I like to be able to do a nice steak like you get in a restaurant, but at home.
I made a stuffed tenderloin with goat cheese, spinach, red roasted peppers with a beautiful sun-dried tomato pesto cream sauce.
I have a sweet tooth and I love desserts.
And what better way to bring it home than a family-style pineapple upside-down cake?
You're a busy mom of two, and I like to make things easy and healthy and able to feed the kids on the go. We're gonna start by breaking our egg, and we're gonna whip this up. This is gonna be our glue. This is what's gonna hold it all together. We buy the egg roll dough already done. Brown some ground beef off, shredded some cheese, diced up some tomatoes, some onion. I got relish. I got a little hot pepper sauce because I like to kick it up a notch.
It amazes me because chefs just create things as they go, and I think he really did just create that.
Look at that. Make a little T, right? Roll these up just like this. Roll it up, bake it 400 degrees for about 10-15 minutes. They're phenomenal. They really are cool.
Jason, I understand that you're a big beef tenderloin kind of a guy.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to show you one of my favorite dishes. We're going to make a stuffed beef tenderloin with goat cheese, fresh spinach, roasted peppers, and we're going to top it off with a sun-dried tomato pesto cream sauce. What do you think?
Sounds good.
Want to get started?
Let's go.
Okay. Well, first you get a chateau, which is the center cut of the tenderloin. I made an Invezza raisin in it, so I opened it up. I had Dave mix up the spinach and goat cheese with a little fresh thyme and rosemary. And Jason cut up the roasted peppers. I spread that on the tenderloin. We seared it for just a couple minutes on each side. I brought it over to the oven. We roasted it off medium rare temperature. It took about 40 minutes. While our tenderloin's in the oven roasting, we're gonna make a nice, easy, one-step pan sauce. We just took a basic pesto sauce, took some heavy cream, added it till it got the consistency that we desired, brought it to the table, and we're ready to go.
He showed us how we can do a tenderloin that is simple and easy, and it does taste just like you're at a restaurant.
Today I'm here with Allison, and we are doing pineapple upside-down cake. Do you like pineapple?
Yes.
I'm gonna do something a little bit different with mine, and we are going to hop on the stove and we are gonna make a caramel sauce. And that was melting the sugar down with a little corn syrup. Bringing that down to an amber color, finished it with butter and stirred that in, and then we poured that on the bottom of the pan. Now with this pineapple upside down cake, rather than use the canned, I wanted you to use fresh pineapple for me. And then the pineapple sliced extra thick, and we studded it with those cherries. The batter, we did use a fresh vanilla bean. We sliced it down and scraped out all those beans. We just whipped our butter, and then I added my sugar. We finished that with eggs.
I liked how she let me crack the eggs. It was really fun. She really interacted with me.
Finished it in an oven, 1 hour, 350 degrees, loosen the sides, and then just flip it over. And that caramel sauce just oozes all over that pineapple.
It It was awesome. Everything was awesome. The filet.
The cheeseburger egg roll, I would have never thought of that, and how can you beat a pineapple upside down cake, topping that off at the end?
My meal was great. I got to try new things that I've never had before.
This is really why we built the kitchen, so we could have the family together. I really think of it like a family room, so we're really happy to have everybody here engaging with the chefs today. It was great.
One word I would use to describe today would be fun.
Come dine with me, Western New York.
This portion of the program was sponsored in part by Artisan Kitchens and Baths, Western New York's most interactive showroom.
Make your living room jealous with Miele built-in appliances from Artisan Kitchens and Baths.
Orazio's Italian Crepes is your window to the world. Treat yourself to our homemade crepes made with authentic ingredients like imported Caputo flour, mascarpone cheese, and Ghirardelli chocolate. Indulge in our all-natural small batch gelato with no artificial flavors and all the creaminess in the world. Take your taste buds on a journey right in your own backyard. Orazio's Italian Crepes in the food court at the Walden Galleria.
Make your living room jealous with Miele built-in appliances from Artisan Kitchens and Baths.
It's not every day that you find a getaway with something for everyone. At Seneca Resorts and Casinos, we're all about escaping the everyday for some luxury, some relaxation, and a lot of excitement after work or the game, for an evening of wonder or a weekend away. Seneca Resorts and Casinos, the excitement you've been looking for.
Well, Happy New Year! Happy New Year!
Hey, what's this handshake?
Yeah, no, let's do this
on.
properly. Happy 2017.
Let the celebration continue.
Exactly, yeah. Last night that was probably a good party, I would imagine, huh?
Excellent. So, tell us.
Yeah, let's
going
make
on
something
here?
sweet.
Put me to work, okay?
And I know how much you love using that blowtorch, so we we brought you that again.
You're going to make me
We're
wait though
going to
on
make
that.
a nice berry sabayon today. Put all the berries in a bowl and add a little bit of the confectionery sugar to it, and give it a light, toss with the spoon there.
And
Try
then it'll
not to
make some
break up
juices. Fold it carefully.
Exactly, yep. Try not to break up those berries.
Right. You could really use any berries that you want.
Any berries you want, raspberries, whatnot, whatever you have available. In the meantime, I'm gonna separate some egg yolks.
About a spoonful of confectioners.
Uh-huh. Yeah, spoon and a half.
Or you could use granulated if you wanted.
You could.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Perfect. Yeah. Give that a good mix. All right. So now we got our egg
So far,
yolks
so
in there.
good.
Yeah,
Okay.
so far, so good.
I love this whisk, Chef.
Oh,
It's a little different than mine.
Yeah, this is a soft one. They call it a soft whisk. It's not, not a thick wire. It's a thinner wire, and it's not stabilized
It's
up
not
here with a
as-
holder, so you get more volume. Anything like egg white, egg yolks, anything that
Meringue,
you have to,
something like that?
It will work quite well on that one.
Okay,
All right, so we're gonna add a little bit of our confectionery sugar, about like four good tablespoons, I would say. Give that a little bit of a whip here. And then we go on the double boiler. Double boiler is just essentially a hot water bath. You're sitting the bowl on top, something that encloses it fully, catches all the steam on there. What that does, it helps you not to burn.
Or
the
end
egg
up
in
with
the-
scrambled eggs.
Scrambled eggs.
That's what happened to me the first time.
Keep on stirring on it. And we need a little bit of some kind of an alcohol and whatnot. It's New Year's Eve, so why don't you take a little bit of that champagne? I didn't drink from that.
All right.
And just a little dash in there.
Okay. I made
And
it, Chef, and
that's good.
I
That's
used
good. Perfect.
an ice wine.
Ice wine would be perfect
It was
for that
the
one.
most authentic grape taste. It was one of the local
Yeah.
Niagara County Vineyard wine,
Very
ice
cool.
wines.
All right. Now I'm going to be busy here for like 3 or 4 minutes whipping that up.
In the meantime, I'm going to go over and put the berries in the bowl.
In the dishes, that's
Sound
fine.
like a good idea?
Yeah, sounds like a very
Okay.
good idea. Jen, see how it nicely creams up here? See what
Good
we
job,
have here?
Chef.
That's what we
Yes,
want. Okay.
excellent. We're ready now.
ready now. Now we're going to fold a little bit of the mascarpone in there as well.
Okay.
Gives a real nice flavor.
Okay, okay.
Thanks, Jen. And what we did with that one, we tempered it a little bit outside at room temperature. Because, directly from the fridge it would be too hard. You can also take it and whip it up a little bit. If you feel like more whipping. And we're going to fold that in nicely. Okay, Jen, why don't you fill this sabayon into the berries? Now we're going to dust it with a little bit of confectionery sugar that we held to the side. And then Jen's big moment with the blowtorch is approaching.
Light color for a little browning.
And I know we said this many times here before. Don't burn down the kitchen, but if you do, Artisan Kitchen and Bath, they got it all.
Okay.
Yeah, a little bit more, Jen.
A little more?
Yeah, you get there. Looks beautiful. Fantastic. Yep, great.
I love the texture. And I don't know, maybe frothy?
Okay.
I think that's a good adjective to describe it. It's not really puddingy, but it's very different, very delicious. Definitely different than the creme brulee that we did last year.
Okay.
And you can talk now while I'm eating, okay?
Okay, will do. Well, Happy New Year, everybody. Happy 2017. Come dine with me, Western New York.
This portion of the program was sponsored in part by Key Video Productions, television, video, DVD.
Welcome back to Come Dine with me, Western New York.
Well, how did I do?
I think you did great. What do you think?
I thought it was delicious.
Yeah.
And it wasn't difficult at all,
No.
but it was very elegant.
Yeah.
And yeah, I
It's
think
kind
I
of
would make
those
it again.
easy, fancy desserts
Yes.
that you really can make and impress company or significant other or make it for yourself.
Exactly. And you know what? I've already started to think about next year's. How about Bananas Foster?
Let's talk about that next year then.
All right then. There's a lot happening here at the resort. How about we talk about that?
Sounds good.
Let's see what Beth and Mimi have to say what's coming up at the resort.
Hi everyone, I'm Beth.
And I'm Mimi. Happy New Year, everybody. This Friday, America's favorite dance show is coming to Seneca Niagara Event Center. It's Dancing with the Stars, live. We came to dance. We'll be sure to captivate you.
Then, best known as the frontman for rock band Chicago, Hall of Fame artist Peter Cetera performs at the Seneca Allegheny Event Center Saturday, January 7th.
And also performing at Seneca Allegheny Event Center, don't miss the chance to see one of country music's best artists when Chris Christopherson takes center stage Saturday, January 28th.
Also, win $1 million at Seneca Resorts and Casinos when you play our $1 Million Pro Football Challenge, now through January 3rd. Stop by any of our 3 locations and correctly pick the winners of Sunday and Monday games. Check out this and more world-class entertainment and events. Nothing else comes close at SenecaCasinos.com.
I'm going to be cooking with Leslie and Eric Wood. They are newlyweds, so I'm going to try to teach them some tradition that both me and my brother and my family have grown up in for years. So, Leslie, Eric, who's the main cook at the house?
Well, when we first got together, I guess it was Eric, and then he kind of taught me the reins on how to cook, and so now I'm dabbling in it a little more, but we're still kind of new to the whole cooking thing.
Yeah, well, being New Year's Eve week, Eric, how about if I teach you to cook a great dinner for Leslie?
Sounds good. I need the help.
All right. What do you say? Let's get started.
All right.
Let's do it. Let's go.
Why don't you take care of the filet? Just that little in the oil and then in the seasoning and onto the pan. Yeah. Nice. Might as well do all 3.
All right.
Boy, he's got a gentle touch for such a big guy. That filet mignon, there's not a better piece of meat than the filet mignon. 100% solid, juicy tenderness. We've already dropped in the penne pasta. That's going to take about 6 to 7 minutes to finish cooking. We want it nice and al dente. Now what we want to do is we want to do the diamond effect. If you've ever been out some of those nice steakhouses, It's you pick it up and quarter turn it, set it back down in a different hot spot of the plate. Let's see if we can give that a try and see how it comes out. That's it. Perfect. Oh, Eric, she's gonna love you. This guy's doing dynamite, man. This is gonna be a great New Year's Eve dinner. Okay, we're heating up our Ilya de Paulo's house sauce. That's gonna be for our side of our penne. Now, you like some different pastas at the restaurant, Eric. Were you telling me about one earlier?
Oh yeah. Post game, I always like to get the gnocchi. It's hearty meal. Eat it with the veal parm, and it's definitely a good way to replenish yourself after the game.
I love the gnocchi with the meat sauce, a nice bolognese style. It is delicious. That is a great meal. That's good.
That's awesome.
Filling, but you guys need those carbs, that O-line.
Right.
All right, let's see how we're doing here. Not too bad, not too bad. Eric, we got a couple of minutes here on the filet, so you had a busy week last week.
Yeah, we took a lot of kids Christmas shopping from the Boys and Girls Club of Buffalo. It's a deal that the O-line does every year, and we really enjoy it. It's a great way to give back, and you really feel like you're making a difference. Find out more about the Boys and Girls Club.
You made this all by yourself?
Yep, made it all by myself.
It's good.
Good.
A plus. Yeah.
I'd like to propose a toast to not only the Buffalo Bills, newlyweds, you learned how to cook, teach you some tradition, enjoy. Buona fortuna.
Cheers.
Salud.
Happy New Year.
Closed captioning provided by
CarStar Relax. We'll take it from here.
At Ventura's CarStar Collision, we work hard to make the repair process easy.
Our highly trained technicians will restore your vehicle to pre-accident condition in no time.
And we provide exceptional customer service. But you don't have to take our word for it. There's only one name to remember, Ventura's CarStar Collision. Relax, we'll take it from here.
Some say it's our amazing sports bar. Others, our relaxed and comfortable dining room. And then there are those who say it's our private meeting and banquet rooms where we take care of everything. Whatever draws you to Buffalo's best grill and catering, one thing's for certain, you'll always get a great meal. We pride ourselves on our casual atmosphere with very comfortable prices. Buffalo's best grill and catering, Southwestern Boulevard in Orchard Park. Stop in today and see why we're Buffalo's best.
A great video can add that wow factor to an annual sales meeting, a board of directors meeting, a trade show, corporate training.
From scripting to shooting to editing, we'll even help get the video on your website. Key Video is ready to go to work for you.
That's our show for this morning, and don't forget, support our local restaurants and dine local when making those reservations this week. Try and make that part of your New Year's resolutions, will you?
That's a great idea. And just a reminder that we'll be back here next Sunday at Channel 7 at this same time. Next week, though, it's all about healthy choices when it comes to preparing our meals at home. I know that's going to be one of my resolutions for 2017, along with getting a little more exercise with all this great food that I've been eating. What about you, Chef?
Well, that's always on the ticket, and then really diving into Spanish cuisine a little bit and also the language.
Oh.
Hey!
Hey, good timing.
Thank you. Well,
here's to 2017.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year, Jen.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Cheers.